What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. We're back. It's Fangirlz.
On a Sunday. Can you
On
believe
a
it?
Sunday.
What's
No
happening?
technical issues today, Mark.
We hope.
We hope.
Let us know if something sounds weird.
Yeah. Just tell us, because we don't know. We're talking to each other.
Yep.
Ghost lights.
Ghost.
Look,
Yes.
the emoji game
Hello,
is
Mary.
strong.
James.
Yeah. We're here. Talking about lights. Well, I wonder where else you can get lights. Kristan, do you have any idea?
If I get it, I want it for a really good price.
Yeah. Oh, what about InStockTrades.com?
Oh my gosh, our great sponsor.
Yeah.
You're right. The best place to get deals on your collected editions where you can get lights. Amazing.
Yeah. But lights the book, not lights. No.
That's all right.
Because let me tell you, if you look up on Amazon, it's going to come up with light bulbs first. And if you put lights in sheets, it's going to come up with light sheets. So you got to make sure you're putting in correctly.
It is very hard.
But don't worry, in stock trades, you put in lights, you're going to be fine.
Yeah, you'll be totally fine. You won't be confused. And they have the best shipping.
They do.
The best.
They do.
Get it out to you pretty quick. And, great packing. What more could you want?
Free shipping if I spend $50. Oh, wait, they already have it.
They have that. So many good things. Check them out.
Check them out. All right, let's talk about lights. Unfortunately, the finale. Although I'm excited to see Brenna go on and create other things, but it's our finale of the Sheets series. So Sheets, Delicates, and Lights.
That's all right.
Kristan, you had an AR advanced reader copy of this, right?
Was
it killing you not to talk about it everywhere?
100%. 1000%. And of course, I mean, this is no surprise to anyone. I gave it 5 stars, 5 out of 5, obviously.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it was killing me a little inside. I was very excited to read it early, but another cool thing I did get early was from Brenna. I won a giveaway for a little thing of tissues with the lights cover on it from Brenna herself. I'll never open these.
No, you're not supposed to
use these.
No,
but they are nicely displayed with my other books, which is cute. So because apparently you're gonna need tissues, understandably.
It's rough, as it has been. So Kristan, what would be your for somebody who hasn't read this series? What would be your sales pitch about it? What would be your?
Well, now that it has an ending, and a lot of people don't like getting into series before it ends.
Yeah.
Which I get because I'm one of those people who have to reread a book when the third one comes out, let's say like this. So now they're all out, which is a great big benefit, right?
Yeah.
But you have Sheets.
Look at those chalky boys.
And now you have lights. If you're also into really lovely hardcovers, there is a Sheets one. Delicates will be out next year. I imagine they will keep going. As well as it is 'tis the season for this. It has such wonderful fall vibes. Let me find some good fallness outside. Just the color palette alone is the perfect fall vibes, as well as it's almost October. And obviously there are ghosts in this.
Yeah.
Well, it's the season in many ways.
Yeah, if you're looking for you want to get into the Halloween spirit, but you don't want something really scary, but you want something spooky adjacent, right? You want something with ghosts. This is perfect.
I mean,
oh, look how cute that is. Aww.
It's so cute.
I love it. So as we get into lights, we are joined together again. I don't remember anyone's names ever. With Marjorie.
Mm-hmm.
And Eliza. So Marjorie and Eliza are back together again. Eliza, our new friend from the second book, who is autistic and really obsessed with ghost and death. That's her special interest. And then of course our ghosty boy, our best friend Wendell, who's our main ghost, our main kid. And so they're still navigating things together, but this book focuses on Wendell more. So we're still focusing, of course, on their relationship. And also Margie really still I think coming to a place she really understands herself a lot better. Same with Eliza, because they're like 8th grade, about to go to high school. They're still dealing with like old friends / new friends and navigating that structure. And that's kind of like our backstory. We like Wendell's trying to figure out what actually happened to him. Because like most ghosts, they just let go. They're like, yeah, whatever, I don't care. But he's like, I don't want to forget. I want that to be part of me, and I want to know what actually happened to me. Which I love, because part of it involved the Nutcracker, which is one of my favorites. So I was stoked.
Yeah, and it's one of those things, if you've read Sheets and Delicates, Wendell's throughout the whole thing. Wendell's one of the best characters of ever, I want to say, right? And the whole time you're wondering what happened to him. How did he die? Because he doesn't remember or know. Obviously, the other characters we're dealing with also don't. So it's kind of a consistent mystery. And I will say Lights, I don't know that we want to like give that away for people, but it really wrapped that up so freaking well, I feel like.
Sorry, I asked Elliot to turn his fan off because I wasn't sure if it was coming through in the audio, and now he's acting like he's having a heat stroke. Just good. Anyways, I think we can talk about a lot of it. I don't think it'll really ruin it, but I mean we can leave off like the ending of how things happen. But I really, I always forget until I pick up another Brenna book that like just her dialogue is so smart. Like it's just so fitting for everyone, and it's so moving. I love hearing Eliza talk about anything. That's my favorite. And I think since realizing more about myself, Eliza is extra special for me because that's been since that second book. But most of all, my favorite thing is all the Wendell backstory about everything. Like anytime I got like because throughout this, it's just dispersed. Like we get little Wendell memories of him as a kid and the way he's how imaginative he is, and how much he's like his mom is. He calls them the queen, so the king and the queen is how he refers to his parents, and he refers to his life as if he's in a storybook. He's constantly imagining like, oh, I've seen this ghost, I'm getting attacked by this, or we all have to run away and do this, and like while he's dancing around and playing or doing like imaginary things like his cape and his lion hat while he's dancing around like the ballet studio is his parents' own. And every time I saw him and how he acted, I love him.
He's so lovely. And that's the thing about the series too. Like we really follow these three main characters ultimately, especially when, Eliza's introduced in Delicates. And I feel like they're so fleshed out. We know them so well. We care about them all.
Yeah.
Light really was like the combination of Sheets and Delicates with a great ending in the best way. I feel like there was nothing not tied up at the end. And the whole time throughout Sheets and Delicates, you're going to be wondering what happened to Wendell.
Yeah.
What happened? I want to know what happened to him. He wants to know what happens to him. What happened? And we do finally get that. We get to see, Wendell as a human a lot in this book, which was great to see as well.
And it totally makes sense now. Like him, the way that he is, he's like this little ghost always breaking rules and doing what he wants to do. But then you see little Wendell and you're like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, it totally adds up. And it's so funny, like, obviously it is a sheet over the spirit in these books. To see him as a human, but then to just see him with a sheet over his head, it's like you can imagine seeing the little human Wendell under there, which I think is like something. It's just like, how do you do that? Like, I think Brenna has just done it so well. And, I didn't want the series to end, but now that it has an ending, I'm like, oh, it's the perfect length.
Yeah, I feel really good about it because, like, you and I read a ton of stories, a lot that we've read multiple books as they're coming out, and then when they do end, sometimes we're like, this really didn't give me what I needed as a reader, and I don't feel like they gave the story what it needed. And so a lot of times, for me, especially I think for both of us, like the ending can really set the tone for everything. It can 100%. Make or break an entire series. And that's hard. But Brenna totally delivered because I felt very confident at the end of here that like everyone is going to where they need to be. Everyone is being what they need to be. And nothing felt really closed off. And like without revealing what happens, what we learn happened with Wendell, because we do learn what happened. That's also a delicate thing as well, because I was like, well, I'm not really sure. You could go many ways with that. And I didn't, when we finally learned, it wasn't this like huge traumatic off. I mean, it was so sad, obviously, but it wasn't like how it could have been. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It felt like respectful. I feel like it didn't. It's hard, even though we deal with like ghosts and death and like difficult things in these books, of course. It's still a little. It's lighter, and a death scene can really take away from that whole vibe the whole time. But it felt like it was in keeping with that. And I'd love to be like, how did you balance all of this? Because like to balance everything throughout is hard.
Well, and I feel like, you know, you and I have probably read a lot of series or trilogies even where we're like, oh, I don't think you had a plan. Like we'll get to the second book and then the end and we're like, oh, you didn't have a plan until this end. And you can tell. Versus
yeah, we're like, you didn't think you'd make it this far.
Yes, versus I feel like Sheets was very realized at the beginning. Now, I don't know her process, maybe I'm wrong, but I can see her with like the Charlie Day board, right? Connecting everything. And because the pacing was just so well done.
Yeah.
You never feel like I didn't read any of these and be like, oh, it should be longer, or this thing didn't happen, or especially with the end now, it's like it was all tied up. I keep saying tied up, but even Delicates, which is a little chunkier than Sheets, I was like, okay, how is this gonna work with the balancing?
This is a big boy, though.
Yeah, and then
the minute I picked up, I was like, this is
yeah, it's got some weight.
Yeah. Man, I want to find some of my favorite parts. Okay, I want to talk about the nanny. The nanny / ballet dancer / sea witch / creepy girl in a hoodie.
Right. Yeah.
I love everything about her. From the minute I saw her, I was like, yeah, very
that's
cool.
My people. Yeah.
And Freya's not in the chat, but like, she reminds me of some girls from Craig at the Creek.
Nice.
But I love the design too. Like, I don't know if Brett has a ballet background at all, but I just love the whole design of everybody in here. And I really fell in love with that character as well. Like, all these characters, I feel like you just kind of really, okay, my brightness is up. You really fall for them. Like, look at how cool she is. And I like seeing all these different types of people. There's something else too. I wanted to, okay. There's a really great scene I do want to talk about in here where Eliza goes back to her dad. Because like throughout this, at this point, Eliza and Marjorie and Wendell are all best friends. But there's a couple friends that Marjorie has left after some incidents in the past couple of books, right? These two best friends that she had. They kind of end up being bullies. But her dad mistakenly invites them after seeing them out, saying like, oh, we want to invite you to, you know, her birthday or whatever. And she's like, we're not friends anymore. But she hasn't told her dad that because he's struggling since her mom passed and he doesn't know how to like really handle the whole birthday shtick. And this really throws Eliza off because she's like, okay, I had like a system with this person and what we talked about. And now I can see that like, I'm not fitting in here as I thought I would. And obviously she needs something else from me and I'm not enough because I'm not normal enough. I don't know what to do. And I really liked the way that she talked with her dad about it. Like, it was, first of all, the dialogue is just really smart and it feels really real. And talking about these marbles, and she's talking about like, I don't know how, I'm not interested in her things. And he's like, well, maybe because she's like, you know, she cares about normal things. What is that, Dad? Ghosts are my normal. And he said, well, maybe we try and find out her normal. And they like invite Marge over to their like regular family, like post Thanksgiving tradition. it was just really sweet the way that she also makes her journey to figure out like how she can connect better, like find another similar thing that maybe could be their thing. Like, okay, I see that she's into fashion. Maybe that's something I can kind of help her figure out. She can do that, and I take photos because besides dead things, I also like taking photos. It was just, I don't know, it was just really sweet. Like, I just watching her part through this, to figure out where she can be flexible is also without that crutch, I guess. Because, like, I think they're all kind of using crutches throughout this in a way.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, what's so great about, Eliza, Marjorie, Wendell, I feel like we all, again, I'm like, oh, they were all like, they wrapped up so well. But they did all realize things about themselves throughout this. Like, you start in Sheets, you don't even know Eliza yet, right?
Yeah.
You feel for Marjorie and what she's going through because she lost someone. She's dealing with a lot. Her dad's dealing with a lot. These young characters have been through really big changes throughout their lives. All of them. Wendell, he died.
He is dead. Big change.
And Eliza and Marjorie both lost someone huge in their lives, right? And they can connect in that way. But even like the surface, you know what it is? Even though this book is about ghosts, it's about humanity.
It's about life.
Life and feelings.
Yes.
It's just so well done. It's just so well done.
Yeah, this is one of those cases where I feel like I wish I had a better vernacular to describe things. Like every time I read something like this, I'm like, man, someone on Lee's level.
Every time
really
I think of Lee, yeah.
Talk about like how good this is. Just like you could use like the right like literary words to describe how good this is. Because the whole time I'm just reading them like, man, that's smart. I'm like, there's a better word. I don't know what it is. But I read her dialogue and it feels just so real. And the characters feel so realized. And all the situations feel palpable, Like all of us have been in like younger and had weird friend issues they don't know how to deal with, where they have a falling out and their parents don't get it. And they don't know how to get back into it because they don't want to let go of that hurt that they have, but they also want those people back and figure out how to balance all those things is really hard. And to see her like kind of find herself and like re-find her footing with her old friends, and for them to find their footing with her as well, and bringing Eliza in just felt really, that scene at the lunch table at the end just really,
it's so beautiful.
Like, I'll just see my comfort level and I'll let you know, okay, this is fine. I was like,
yeah, if everyone watching hasn't yet, maybe you're waiting for the end. It's out. We'll read them all. How great would it be? I know it's not going to happen, but I would like a big chunky of everything.
I think you could. I don't know how, it'd be hard to make, right? This is big. It's a big book.
Yeah, but like not quite an omni still. Well, I guess some omnis.
Yeah. I guess cause I just keep thinking about how thick this is.
Right.
But yeah, I think you could.
That's okay though. As long as we get the hardcovers for everything, I'm fine. Which I believe will happen. Which is exciting.
So if you haven't read it, and I guess we should give a little like info about how this whole series starts. But like basically, Marjorie's mom has passed. And shortly after that I forgot how it all I didn't reread it before reading this. But like she finds ghosts and there's sheets on them, and she basically was like, hey, I'll wash your sheets, because they were all like kind of tattered and gross. Because in this world, the ghosts literally, when they come to visit, put sheets on, they have holes cut in the eyes, like just like you would imagine the fake ghost being. And so that's what they inhabit and move around in. And so she'll like, it's called sheets because she's like washing them there. Like she's running like the laundromat, like helping
the family laundromat.
Yeah. Helping keep them clean. And that's how she runs into Wendell. And that's how, she starts knowing the other ghosts. And it's like that first book, besides just like her kind of finding happiness in her life again, is also kind of like grieving through that process, with Wendell and everything else, and finding purpose.
And making a great friend in him too. She really needed a friend at the time.
Yeah.
And I think he did that as well.
Yeah. However, this is a story character Ghost Club. No,
that is a different book. Yeah. No. The answer is no.
Ghost Club.
I haven't read it, but I've seen the cover and I can understand the confusion.
Because there's ghosts.
There's ghosts.
Oh, yeah, a sad ghost club. Is that what that looks cute? Whatever that is.
That looks cute. Yeah, I haven't read it.
We put on my little wish list. I don't know why I'm saying ghost. Really weird, but it's fine.
Wish list.
Big chunkies are so good. I love a good all one. Absolutely. Well, I love it, especially like when now the manga's doing like the 2 ones and the 3 ones. I'm like
the best.
Like all of Monster. So nice. But these are good chunkies. Absolutely. I think one day I just want what I really want on my bookshelf one day. I want like whole sections of big old chunky first, second, big old chunky Oni press. I mean, that's what I want. Like this kind of style graphic novel. Just like I want you to walk in and see one full shelf that's just that. And you're like, yes, it feels comfy.
Yeah,
because I love my omnibuses. I love my big 2 comic trades. But honestly, nothing fills me with joy like
I'm with you.
Little one and done graphic novels.
I'm with you.
Those are what I get more excited about. I'm like, oh yes, because that was going to be a good time, probably, or it's not. It's fine, but more often than not, they're good, or they're like a 3.
Absolutely,
which is still good.
Yeah.
Which is better for these hardcover or softcover? There's only one hardcover out right now.
Yeah. So I mean, if you want all your books to match, then that's an issue. There's only sheets out in hardcover, which is a very nice shiny, I don't know if you can tell, hardcover. And I don't know if it's still around, but you could get the book plate from Oni Press. May not be there. I know there were only 200 apparently, but this is really nice. I have both. I have the softcover and the hardcover, and then Delicates only has a softcover, Lights as well. But Delicates hardcover is supposed to come out next year. These are really nice, like French
flaps.
Paperbacks though.
I love the soft covers. I really like the feeling of them. Like for me, I don't see myself upgrading, but that's because I love a chunky soft cover.
I get it. I'm gonna have both.
So, as you should. I support you. I'm good with just this one because
they are nice.
Yeah. It's kind of like how I have a lot of I prefer my soft cover Terry Moores to my hard covers. Well, now that's a guy that can make a real big chunky graphic, like soft cover graphic. Right. Bonjour flaps, that makes it for me.
Absolutely.
I think it helps that a big chunky graphic novel is so much work that the creator tends to make sure it's something worthwhile. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what it is. And they get that it's not like your big 2 where like or like your issue to issue where they're so worried about getting canceled, right? So they have to make so much happen, and it's like, hey, I get to take my time with the whole story. I get to really make it mine, and I feel like I feel safer going to that.
Understandably so, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's like you got to spend your whole time putting this together, with no one rushing you from like chapter to chapter. To make sure it was like exciting enough to get picked up.
Well, and I love that from sheets to Delicates to Lights, it got bigger and bigger. Like, yeah. I love that.
Yeah, I was expecting it. I picked up, I was like, okay.
And you're like, all right. This is an ending.
This is one I think would be a great, like, not that everything has to be adapted to anything. It doesn't. But I think an animated one of this would be good.
Yeah, it would be so good. So good.
Even if you just had like 3 shorter-ish specials or something, just like one season of a thing. Something that like, because like this was on Cartoon Network and you got to like rewatch every year as like a Halloween tradition. I think it would work really well. You know?
I mean, I could see it being a great live action too. Yeah. Even just with like being able to kind of animate, like make the sheets move, those kind of special effects.
That'd be pretty cute.
It would be cool. And it would be limited. Like, like there'd be 3 seasons,
Yeah. Just keep all the pastel, like.
Yeah. Make those
I want to feel like it's paying homage to that. And I want Brenna to have more money. So
Yeah, absolutely.
sometimes I just want things to be adapted because I'm like, just
give them money.
give them some money. Also pay your writers and actors.
Yeah.
Right. My to buy list because of you is Sheets, Clementine, Girl Juice. Anything I've missed?
Yes.
Clementine.
They're so good. Girl Juice is so funny.
I don't know what else. I'm sure there's other things, but then I have to remember what I've read, which is hard.
Yeah.
The only other thing I always recommend people is Upgrade Soul. That's always, but that is a different vibe.
Yeah,
that is a vibe entirely.
But yeah, Elon, if you haven't read it, do it.
Read Upgrade Soul. Don't look up anything about it.
Nope, just buy it.
I need a shirt now. I feel like I should need a shirt. It's like buy Upgrade Soul, or like, or I'll say don't ask me about Upgrade Soul. Just buy it.
Don't read the description. Just buy it.
Just buy it. Also, I need them to release a different hardcover of it with a better cover.
Such a disappointment.
I'll never forgive. I'm just like,
do I have it? Yes. Am I disappointed? Absolutely.
Yeah. I've read Upgrade Soul, those walnut clone people. Yeah, trust them. You can trust us sometimes.
Elon, did you like it? I'm hoping that means you liked it.
Oh yeah, 5 out of 5.
100%.
Good job. Good job. You did it again.
Buy them all.
Probably should have waited till October to read this, I guess. But you know what? Let's get October started early.
Yeah.
I guess because we normally leave like spookier stuff for October.
Right.
Which now we have one Junji Ito book, and thankfully somebody pointed out last week that Betwixt is not a Junji Ito book. It just has Junji Ito cover. But I still think we should read it anyways because it's like a big horror anthology. I think that'd be fun.
Sure, absolutely.
And, I'd buy it for a Junji Ito cover anyways. So
100%. We should talk about our next show is Wednesday.
Yeah.
And it's the DC stuff, right?
Manga one, yeah.
Do you remember the names of those?
If it's the Joker one, and then I think it'd be fun to read that Superman Meshi. Let me open up DC Universe. Remind me to give you my login.
Okay.
If you don't have it saved.
Book, Maddie?
What?
What are you doing to me?
You just have to read. We can just read one. I'm just saying they're short. They're like, it's like a manga thing, so it's like, I don't know, short.
So maybe decent Superman.
That's why I was like, if we have two, I feel like we're gonna read one and be like, it was a thing we read. You know what I mean? Right,
but Superman and me.
But he's eating food.
We like
Japan. Food. That's a good little time. Joker, One Operation Joker. That's the one where Batman turns into a baby and then Joker has to raise him.
Okay, got it.
So that's the required one.
Okay.
I'm just saying, if you have some extra time, you feel like reading a little bit more, you can read Superman versus Meshi.
Okay.
Just because I want to know.
You know what? I think either way, it sounds like you're going to read them.
Yeah, I'm going to read
it. So you can tell me if I don't read the Superman one, if it's worth my time.
All right. Maybe I'll read it at work. It looks really dumb. And I think that's great. Like, it looks really dumb.
We love a dumb thing. Oh, Elon's read the Joker one. How was it?
Yeah, was that fun? Let me know. Which book was your favorite of the series? Of this one? I don't have a favorite of these three.
Well, he's asking if it gets better and better.
I think so. But not in a way that I have a favorite out of the three. It's just, to me, reading Sheets and Delicates and Lights, especially now that it's done, it just feels like it's all meant to be read together.
Yeah,
I don't have a favorite.
If you read Sheets and you really like Sheets, keep going, because it does, in my opinion, get better and better, because everyone comes together. You meet Eliza in the second book, and then the third is really bringing them all together.
Yeah. I'm going to say that the Joker hangs Baby Bruce's ABC poster with knives. Perfect.
Nice.
That sounds adorable. Oh. Yeah, see, the Superman one sounds great and dumb. I just looked at the first few pages, and Lois is like, oh, I can't hang out with you today. I have to leave to do a story in Paris. And he's like, normally I'd feel left down, but it's okay because that means he's like, I've discovered Japan's restaurant chains. I can't afford to bring Lois here, and my guys is Clark Kent. It's like, assuming he can fly over there and get all the yakitori he can eat.
Wow. Yeah, it's gonna be incredible.
Yeah, it looks so stupid. Welcome to Torikasuku. One Superman for lunch. He's like, do you want a beer? He said, but sorry, I'll have a cola. I never drink and fly. That one's going to be a 10 out of 10 for me. I can have Elliot read it. Maybe I'll have Elliot read it too and he can join us.
That'd be cute.
Let me ask. Hey, Elliot. Will you come on the show with us on Wednesday and read some silly DC manga that's really short?
When I'm done sweating.
Oh my god. He said when he's done sweating, maybe. He's still talking about having to turn the fan
Yeah.
on.
Dramatic.
I know, always. I'm really excited. Well, we got some time. You want to chat about next month books?
Yeah.
Spooky
I mean, we have
books?
some ideas, right?
I'm sure we did. I don't know if I have everything down.
We did. Let's see. Let me look at a calendar. All right, we got October 1st.
Our hauls and reads.
Yep. And then October 8th. How? I know we talked about this. What do you think about this one?
Oh yeah, let's do Orochi.
All right. Just the first volume. There's some other ones out,
Yeah.
but I think the first one would be enough.
Okay.
Okay. And then
Let me see when those. Are you getting those eaters as they come out, or do we put that till later?
yeah, when did they come out?
Let me see. So the Betwixt horror movie anthology, horror manga anthology comes out October 11th. Mimi's Tales of Terror, that's the actual Junji Ito one, doesn't come out till October 24th.
Okay. We may have to push it to November
That's fine.
just because of how everything lands.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Ooh, Alex, you read Orochi? Do you want to join us?
Yeah, let's
Come talk about it.
The Be Very Afraid one. I can't think of the whole title. You mentioned that one last time.
Oh, the manga one? What
Yeah.
is it? If I'd be afraid of, I wrote manga. Oh, Be Very Afraid of Kaneko
Yeah.
Inuki. Yeah, let's do it. I want to read it.
Okay. I got that down for the 15th.
Okay. A big manga month.
Why not? You know?
Why not? Darkwave Fairy mentioned Genevieve Valentine's 2 Graves. What's that?
I don't know.
Let me see. I'll have to look it up. 2 Graves. Ooh, the art looks cool. Let me put that as. Oh, it's come out to November.
Bum.
Is there like a what's another horror thing we haven't read? What's Tinian been doing this year?
I don't know.
It's like October. What's Tinian been up to?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We got 2 of them. That's pretty good. Blue Book, is that the one that's supposed to be? That's not spooky. Is that spooky? Hey Tanian, what's up? What you been doing? Blue Book by Tinian. Okay. Oh yeah, Alex can join us. Okay,
Sweet.
Alex, we put it as what date? Was it the 8th?
Yeah.
Yeah, the 8th. Ooh, Night Eater's book 2.
When does that come? Is that already out?
Oh, I don't know. Is that as fun since we're just talking about volume 2 of it? I guess it just matters what we like.
I mean, it's not out yet. I don't know when it comes out, but
it comes out October 4th. But it's up to you. We could read something that you wouldn't have to buy.
yeah, that's a big thing for me.
All right, let's do that. Let's not do Night Eaters then yet. Let's find a book. Yeah, October 8th at 11. Let's find a book we don't have to buy. I guess we can just think about it. I can check Shonen Jump and stuff later too.
Yeah, that would be nice. I don't use that app, but I pay for it. Like not lately.
You know, it's $3. You will.
Right?
I get it's the worth is like so much for that. Oh, there's a new ice skating thing. That's fun. That's fun. We'll figure it out. We got time. Anyways, Homesick Pilots, Basket Full of Heads. I need to check that one because it's Basket Full of Heads on.
Which is good. I have not read Homesick Pilots.
Dimension 21, because you read that. I don't have that.
Yeah, I love Dimension 21.
There's some like DC stuff out there, like Night Terrors and whatever. We'll look around. We'll figure it out.
Well, we got it pretty good right now, so
yeah, I still gotta plan the rest of October over your new reader. So, you know. Well, that's all I got. Pick up Lights by Brenna Thummler.
Yep, pick them all up. Please do it. And you can pick them up at InStockTrades.com, our great sponsor.
That's damn right. Well, it was nice hanging out with you all. Do you have a show later, or is that next week?
I don't have one until Thursday, but I do have one Thursday with Mary.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Yep. I'll read on Tuesday. Gabby's joining. We're talking about Human Target. So that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Actually, you have a show on Wednesday with me.
I mean, we already told people about that.
All right, guys. All right, next week, okay? Tuesday, I'll read a reader. Wednesday, Fangirlz. Thursday, Kristan show with Mary.
Yes.
Sunday, Halls and Reads. Oh my God. That's so many.
We got this. We'll be okay.
All right. Bye, guys. Have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you next week.